Welcome in. If you clicked on this video, then you are following your body's impulses, and wherever it came from, trust that this is going to be for you. Because this world is in need of connected individuals. You may think that you know what this is about. You know? We certainly went a long ways thinking that we knew what this was about. But it's truly about being present. And what does that mean? It means being present for what is happening right now. What the environment is like. Taking in everything. This is something that most people don't do. Because they're too busy chasing whatever it is. Any chasing will keep you going around in circles. Because energetically, you are not connected to yourself. This is what it is like if you are only operating your human body predominantly from the logical thinking perspective. Regardless what you believe. It doesn't matter how spiritual something is, unless you have connected to the one real thing here for you. Right? And once you take the right steps, for the body, you know, there are, in the first little while, before you get what this game is really about, you may tumble and fall a little bit. That's why it's good to, but you might think that you got it figured out. Many spiritual beings can be there, thinking that, oh, I received thoughts, I know that it's not mine. Oh, higher intelligence. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. There is a particular flavor to it, and only your body can truly determine that. Right? There is an internal calibration needed. Because, boy, we have all been through it. And the effects of the training fuck, here the effects of the training has caused a lot of beings to disconnect sort of their intellect with their body. And that's what every city is really maintaining. A big disconnect. And it can be fun, it can be vibrant, but at the end of the day, do you want to be connected to who you are, or do you want to dance around with all of the mirrors of creation that has been created? that can definitely be enjoyed. But the more you get in touch with the energy of the author, what's the author? Gaia, nature. The more you place your body in nature, the more help you're going to get energetically. Everything matters. And if you're too much in your this is the thing, it is a readiness also. Because most beings know this at some level, but they have been so trained into thinking and thinking and thinking, and then if you keep that up, you're just going to end up being disconnected. This is what's meant to happen with a human. There's meant to be an awakening. But nowadays, many beings think that awakening is taking an ayahuasca ceremony. We thought that. It's a lot of marketing and the way things are being promoted that sort of we feel hinders the true meaning behind all of this, which is to awaken. And so that's why we have taken a completely different approach, coming from a marketing background when we were in the dualistic perspective. But in our filtering process after very traumatic experiences for the body, because we have trained our mind into something completely different, and so we had to experience Gaia course correcting us through another human being. That was not pleasant. Exactly, the light went out. It was not pleasant. Maybe you didn't see that, I'm not sure. Still quite light, bright. But once we got the bigger picture that Gaia was actually giving us signs all along of what we are to do. It's a very loving system. It's just that we have to be good at listening, truly listening, feeling. What is listening? Listening is not just with the ears. It's like truly receiving. That's what we mean, receiving, not listening. Just truly receiving, and that can be through the ears, through the feeling. But for that, you have to tune to her. She's so much in change right now because of the upgrades of the planet. And she's so much in flux and change. And so only you can know your path here. But how do you know your path? When all you know is thinking. Thinking. There has to be another calibration. And that is to the body. And many beings think that, no, it's just so much, like it's so much healing to do and all of that stuff in the body. Well, yeah. Because if you're thinking incorrectly, you're going to manifest that in your body. And you can tackle that in two different ways. Both needs to be tackled. You have to change your some kind of sting or itch or something. There's a lot of mosquitoes here. Mosquitoes and flies. Yeah, we haven't fully domesticated our body into the wilderness yet. We feel sort of, we feel domesticated. That's what it is. We still feel domesticated. We don't feel wild, so wild, even though we are connected to that wildness, and we have a full-on more communication with this dog than we've had with any human that was following us yesterday, and then this morning as well. Love that dog, just like really, really beautiful, just looking after me type of thing, knowing that I'm a guest, and just like we just have this thing. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. And this happens when you open your heart and when you truly let life in. But that can only happen when you have dealt with all of the course corrections that are needed in the mind. And we have still work to do, but we have done enough course corrections. Fuck. There are these flies. Fuck. There are these motherfucking flies that are red, that you don't really catch them until they fucking bite you. Fuck. They're so fucking annoying. I just have to say. And these are the things. Saying this, oh, he's not spiritual. He's saying fuck. Oh, he's not spiritual. He's not being zen. Oh, he's not spiritual. Because. It is so healthy to express the truth of what you're feeling in the moment. That's so healthy. Because you're expressing what you're feeling on the inside, outside. No matter how it comes across. And then if it comes across a little bit weird, you can always course correct, but you can't course correct something that doesn't come out even, if you're filtering it before it even comes out. That's what we had done in our entire life, and we didn't really dare to open our mouth. We were so shy when we were a kid. And so, yeah, we feel in many ways that we are reliving our childhood, because we didn't get a childhood. It was fucking... Yeah, it was shit. When it comes to manipulation, oh my god. It's the only thing that there was. And we were trying to make sense of this stuff. So that was the frequency that we came from. A lot of manipulation, narcissism everywhere. Control, dominance, violence, abuse. But the most that we dealt with was like really manipulative abuse of power to take advantage of people in dominance. You know, stuff like that. We were completely in that. And we got out of it by the help of Gaia and us figuring out this stuff. And Jesus. And we are not Christian or religious. This is not what this is about. It is a frequency of truth. That's what he taught. And we are here to bring much more light to what Jesus' true teaching is. Instead of all of these stories of people that were not fully inside of his mind. But every single story is helpful, can be helpful to walk this path of ascension. And that's the thing though. It's not about reading the Bible or not, or just believe in the Bible without questioning anything. That's just being dumb. You know? Oh yeah, no, it's my faith. come on. Like we have to we have to get more into what the truth is here. You know? There's a lot of just manipulation of stories and, you know, well-meaning perhaps, you know, but still, the truth is what sets people free. You know? Truly knowing how this world works from the inside out. That is what we have been aligning to. All our life, actually. We've been working on this. but it's been, well, multiple lifetimes also in preparation, but we don't have any conscious memory of this, but we know based on what's coming through and getting birth through us and all of the consciousness that we are communing with. Yeah, it's so important to be authentic and just be, because we are experiencing things through our body that's like, wow. You know, there's so many, we have had so much gratitude for this transition. And we're still landing. We're still landing, getting used to this place, you know, getting used to more nature again, getting used to actually just feeling safe through the body. We've been through a lot of crap. Even lately, you know, revisiting, just. And it's so important to just be graceful about your exit. Just like, yeah, thank you. And mean it, you know? Took us a few days to get into that space. You know, sometimes you just gotta work through the feelings, you know? And we are very grateful because we are being inspired to have these lives here. That's what we're preparing for tomorrow. We have this human energy internal alignment session live. If you want to participate, you're more than welcome. There's a link below. And yeah, it will be around this time tomorrow. We're looking forward to that. This is us stepping more into the role that we're here to fill, and this is actually the theme of this 28 days as well. And so it is us stepping further into the role that the team has prepared us for this entire time. And this is it's a continuous journey, always. You know, that's what it is. It's just this is just what we do now. We just do this. And we enjoy ourselves so much doing this. Like when we started this, we would be like, it'd be amazing if I could just do this every day. And that's what we're doing now. So it's a lot of things like this. Just things that we're creating with this experience, that we didn't know that we could have so much fun when we just let go of all the shit that didn't work. Pretending to be, no thank you. Gaia is like, yeah, it's time to just live your life, you know? Just do what you want to do. That's really it. But there has to be a one. It's like you can't fully get out of it until you've changed your mind about what this is. You know, that's what's so satisfying, to see the effects of our choices. You know, yeah. Every level up has a revisit to the past. You know, and it was quite something. Fuck. We have talked about this in the Ascension program. My God, the last round, that was a challenging one. Oof. So glad for that lesson. So glad to see the bigger picture there. And at the last minute, the last day of the 28th day, and then as if it was preordained, you know? It's interesting when you start to look into these cycles. This is why we change in every 28 days. This is why we change like that. Because we're following the rhythm of Gaia, really. It's the Mayan calendar, the Tzolk'in. That's the most accurate representation before you get to actually just feeling it, you know? Like it's good to have some mind about these cycles, so that you have some idea of what it is that we're working with. But then once you get into it, you can feel these things. And that's of course what we are desiring. That's the whole purpose of the program, is to get to the place where we are aligned again. Our knower and our feeler, our mind with our body. Because that's the only way that we can truly move forward in peace with one another and actually collaborate from that perspective. This is what the new is. This is the new earth that we're building. We are birthing the new earth. And if you desire to join us for some calibration, which is the only way that this starts, it's very self-driven. You're more than welcome to join us. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Ciao.